Ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others struggle? The answer isn't investing in high-risk investments. It's about diversifying your investment across a few hidden assets most overlooked. Let us reveal the 7 secret assets that can solve 95% of your financial problems. Number 1. Emergency funds. Before you make it huge in the stock market, buy your dream car and quit your job, you must absolutely, without fail, create an emergency fund. When people think of money, they only think of high returns, forgetting why they were saving up in the first place. Your emergency fund is not about growing wealth. It's about safeguarding your finances during tough times, reducing stress, and preventing the need to rely on credit cards or loans. Unexpected expenses like medical bills, car repairs, or job loss lead you to the never-ending, debt-spiraling vicious cycle that will never get you out of the rat race. But having an emergency fund ensures you get a good night's sleep. Low stress means better working capability, higher earning capacity, and low medical bills. So start small. Set aside a specific amount every month, even if it's just $50. Maybe even automate the process to avoid missing a month or two. Experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in a liquid, easily accessible savings account that can be used to tackle unforeseen circumstances. You will thank us later when an emergency strikes. Number 2. Knowledge and profitable skills. The best investment you'll ever make isn't in stocks, crypto, or real estate. It's in yourself. The skills you develop, the knowledge you gain, and your relentless effort to keep stacking new skills will set you apart from 99% of the competition. And here's the secret. High-income skills don't just boost your paycheck. They open doors to freedom. Learn coding, digital marketing, or data analysis. And suddenly you're not just an employee, you're a brand. You can freelance, start a side hustle, or even build your own empire. The beauty of knowledge is that it doesn't rust, break, or lose value. It compounds. For instance, mastering one coding language makes learning the next one a breeze. Pair that with a complementary skill like copywriting, and boom, you've doubled your value, your opportunities, and your earning potential. The key? Stay sharp, keep pace with industry trends, and never let your skills go stale. Knowledge isn't just power, it's profit. So what's stopping you? Pick one skill, master it, then stack another. Your future self and your skyrocketing income will thank you. Number 3. Index fund of stocks. Realizing that you can't do everything on your own is your key to success. While building skills and working hard are crucial, they only take you so far. To unlock the next level of financial freedom, you need to make your money work for you. That's where investing steps in. But if it's that simple, why doesn't everyone do it? The biggest hurdle is your mindset. Thinking, I don't know enough about investing, is what's keeping you in the rat race. Investing is not as difficult as those hotshot Wall Street brokers make it look. If you are a beginner, index funds are your cheat code to the stock market. With index funds, you don't need to be an expert or spend hours analyzing stocks. It's a set it and forget it approach that mirrors the performance of the market. Your investment gets spread across dozens or even hundreds of companies, reducing risk while building steady returns. For example, investing in an S&P 500 index fund means you now own a tiny slice of America's 500 largest companies, including Microsoft, Tesla, Apple, Meta, and many more. It's like having the entire economy work for you. Even Warren Buffett swears by them for everyday investors. The beauty of index funds is you don't need to be a pro to start. You just need to start. Automate your contributions, stay consistent, and watch as the power of compounding transforms your financial future. Number 4. Health. People often forget to consider their health while thinking about their finances. But here's the truth. You're not 20 anymore. Your health is a foundational asset that affects everything in life, including your wealth. If you're constantly sick, low on energy, or lacking stamina, it's impossible to put in the effort needed to build your financial empire. But investing in your health isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about optimizing both your body and mind to perform at their best. When you're physically fit and mentally sharp, you'll experience better focus and greater productivity. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, mental wellness practices, and avoiding harmful habits like smoking or excessive drinking boost your ability to take on more work, increase your income, and balance your personal life. Plus, staying healthy means fewer medical expenses down the road. No one wants those surprise healthcare bills eating up your savings as you age. So start investing in your health today, because in the end, health truly is wealth. Number 5. Real estate. Let me tell you a secret that only accountants know, but most people don't. Land never depreciates. It always appreciates. That's why if there's one asset that stood the test of time, it's real estate. While the stock market gives you paper profits, real estate gives you something far more valuable, tangible, real wealth, something you can see, touch, and rent out. And guess what? As a well-diversified investor, you need both. When currencies crash or inflation hits, your stocks might tank, but real estate holds its ground, often even increasing in value. Most people think their home is their real estate investment. But true investors take it a step further. They make real estate work for them. Rental properties, such as residential units, office spaces, shopping malls, or warehouses, generate consistent cash flow, grow in value, and come with tax perks. That's the trifecta of investing, savings, income, and growth. But here's where the mindsets diverge. People don't invest in real estate, thinking they don't have large pools of money. They're often scared to take on debt, to buy property, thinking all debt is bad. But wait, these same people swipe their credit cards without hesitation to buy a car or Louis Vuitton, which is actually bad debt. Real estate debt, on the other hand, is good debt. It can generate passive income and pays itself off eventually. You end up owning that property debt-free, and the equity you've built is money in the bank. However, if you still want to dip your toes in without taking on too much risk, try investing in REITs. REITs are like a mutual fund for real estate. You can start off with as little as $1,000. Invest for a fraction of the cost and still get exposure to this powerful asset. Number 6, commodities. Very few investors know the power of commodities. They're the secret weapon to protect your wealth during uncertain times. When you think about wealth building, gold, silver, oil, and other raw materials might not immediately come to mind. But commodities are your toughest shield against inflation, market swings, and economic crashes. These tangible assets like gold and silver hold their value when paper currencies collapse or markets hit a rough patch. That's why the word on the street is, when things go south, investors turn to commodities. Take gold, for instance, a tried and true store of value for centuries. When stocks weaken, gold rises. For example, in 2008, during the global financial crisis, gold was priced at $840 per ounce in January 1978 and soared to $1,100 in just 2 months. Similarly, during the COVID-19 pandemic, gold surged from $15.50 to an all-time high of $20.70 in just 7 months. Then there's copper, silver, and agricultural goods, all vital for industry. Let's face it, you can't eat money. You can't build industries just through paper money. You need raw material. This is why commodities are always in demand and have a steady price. That's why you need commodities in your portfolio. And if you are confused about where you will store all those barrels of oil and tons of gold, you need to research more into commodity-focused ETFs, mutual funds, or stocks of companies involved in commodity production. Owning their stock easily gives you exposure to these commodities without actually owning the physical assets. Number 7, network. Ever heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know? Well, here's the truth. Your skills only prove you can do the job, but they don't necessarily open the doors to bigger opportunities. That's where your network comes into play. Building a powerful network is like having a personal army of opportunities. The right people in your corner can unlock jobs, investments, partnerships, and even new clients. But here's the catch. Most people have no idea what networking is really about. It's not just about swapping business cards or collecting LinkedIn connections. It's about building genuine relationships, adding value, and being a resource to others. Steve Jobs knew this better than anyone. He famously said that throughout his career, he never faced a situation where someone he reached out to for help turned him down. Why? Because he'd spent years cultivating relationships based on value and trust. In his words, success never comes to those who focus on what they can take, but on what they can give in return. Think of your network as a safety net. It catches you when you fall and lifts you when you rise. Whether it's advice, mentorship, or business opportunities, your network is an unlimited source of power. The best part? Building it costs almost nothing. Attend events, reach out to those you admire, or simply be active in communities. Remember, you don't need to know everyone, just the right ones. Invest in your network like your greatest asset. Nurture it, grow it, and watch it fuel your financial success.